This is Bird Girl, and today we're going to look a little bit at birds. This guy is Flame. He carries the pied gene. You can see by that little white... Flame? I did say his name right. Anyway, this is Flame. He's got the pied gene. That's why he's got that little white spot on his head. And he actually also has some white wing feathers. It's one of the reasons why many of their kids are also pied. Yeah, those are the babies squeaking for food. They are rotten little squeakers. Anyway, today I'm going to teach you a little bit about bird anatomy with this guy. Though he doesn't want to, but that's okay because I'm giving him ear rubs and he loves those. See? Birds are all suckers for ear rubs, except button quail. They like their chins rubbed instead. Okay, so this is his wing. Probably seen a lot of birds flying. You don't ever get a close-up look at their wings unless you get to handle them or see it on a video. Anyway, so all right. Yeah, I know, you hate this. There we go. So you can see there's this first joint here, which is their elbow, and this is their wrist, and they actually have one little claw on here, the little flap that I showed you on the baby birds when they were younger. There's the main wing, and there's this little part up here that is their finger, which makes a little tiny flap on the very edge of their wing that allows them to control their flight even better. Also, you can see they've got their elbow here, their wrist, their finger. These feathers are embedded practically into the bone. They're bound very tightly with filaments to the bone. They aren't actually attached to the bone, but it's very, very close, and they're very, very painful to lose. Other feathers aren't such a big deal. There we go. Oh, look, he does have a white tail feather. It's just a part of his undertail. No pun intended. Okay, let's see. Alright. As you can see, he is losing feathers on me. This is a defense mechanism that birds have. If they're under attack, they lose the adrenaline will make their feathers loosen, and so the feathers will drop. So when a predator tries to grab them, they'll usually end up with grabbing the feathers, and the feathers slide off, and instead of catching the bird inside, they just end up with a mouthful of feathers. Anyway, one last thing we're going to look at with this guy, oh, the second to last, I guess, actually, is we're going to look at his breastbone. Let's see. Oh, yeah, I know, you hate this. Anyway, you can see that line of white in there. Apparently, birds aren't as well fluffy on their actual undersides. That line of bone is their breastbone. It's part of the reason why all those people with wings don't really work. Because in order for the wings to have enough leverage and strength to be able to fly, they have to be attached to this breastbone here. And it's pretty long. And all the wing muscles are attached from there to get their original thrust and leverage from. You've probably seen them in chickens that you eat, but we aren't going to eat you because we love you. I know. Okay. Anyway. You have to be very, very careful with birds. And if you do clip their feathers or their wings, you need to make sure that they still have enough that they can flutter to the ground safely. Otherwise, when they land, they'll break the breastbone and they'll die. Because they can't live without that, or fly, or anything. The shock tends to always kill them. So always, always, always make sure that your birds can still flutter safely to the ground if you decide to do any trimming to limit their flying ability. They need that desperately. Anyway, let's look a little closer at this is our sweet little zebra boy here. Notice he's got all these zebra stripes around his neck. And these orange cheeks here mean that he's a male. Males always have orange cheeks. And really cute is this part under the wings. It has this it looks like a fawn's back. It's all light brown with little white speckles all over it. It's adorable. You are adorable. You hear that, you little dork? And we are going to look really quick at his preen gland, which I showed you on the babies. It's a lot harder on adult because you have to get through all the feathers. Okay, give me a sec. Let's see. Yes, I know. You don't like this. Okay. There it is. He doesn't like that. Hey there. Okay, well, I'll go catch him later. Let's see if we can look at it on Snowy. Snowy, earlier, I was examining her because she has been having trouble with her wings. And I was checking her for any place where she might have mites or anything else that might be causing the problem. She's been underweight since before she started even laying the eggs. We don't know what's wrong with her. She can't fly correctly anymore. We're still investigating to try to find out the cause and making sure to get her extra calcium and grit and all sorts of extra proteins so that she can be strong and healthy. And then she started having babies. But we're still getting her as much stuff as we can. Yes, I know. I know. She can hear her other kids are beeping at her. The older ones, not the little ones. Hey there. It's okay. Alright, now let's look for your preen gland really quick. Okay. There it is. See? It sticks out a little bit. That's where they get the oil that they gently brush onto their feathers. If you see birds preening, you'll usually see them reaching back to rub against the base of their tail. It's because they're getting oil from their preen gland, and then they rub it other places. Anyway, the babies have migrated to a new nesty spot. Okay. You want to look at it from above? They used to be here, and now they're over here. Titan was the first one to move out, and then the others followed. I actually put them on a lid for a while because I was worried that they were getting buried too deeply and they couldn't get enough food. But they didn't like the lid, and after a couple days they were strong enough that they were able to climb out, and they established their new nest, which isn't as deep or steep, so it's always easy for them to get food. And Titan has been hopping around today. He isn't just chasing his parents down, but he was over here. It looked like he was trying to forage over here before this was put in. Because there had fallen seeds over there. And he was chewing on the paper some, trying to fiddle around with it like his parents do. He's such a good little guy. Titan's the one in the middle at the moment. And now let's look at them. See how they're doing. Yes, I'm stealing your babies. Okay. Let's put these pieces back. Oops. Anyway. There we go. So I used to be able to hold them all of them in my hand really easily without it covering much, and now they're just getting so big. Hey there, little birds. Let's see if we can get them turned around for you. There we go. They're so cute. This little guy is purple. I know because he's got this little bit of his beak overhanging. I might need to trim it later on, but I'm not going to for now. It helps me tell them apart. This guy is Titan, of course. And over here is Dumpling. Oh, hey, Dumpling. I always thought that Purple was really sick or was more weakly, and he was for a while, but part of it was just that he's very, very chill and snoozy. I think that it's really just that he's extremely chill, while Titan over here is hyper alert. Purple just tends to start snoozing. If I'm looking at him in the cage, he'll be the first to fall asleep. And if I'm holding them in my hand, he's the first to fall asleep. He's just super extra chill and is not scared of humans. And I think it's because I ended up grooming him so much when he was little. I don't believe you guys saw me doing it at one point. Oh, look, see? I found some pin feathers on his face. Those always feel good. There you go. See those blinkies blinking? When the lower lid comes up instead of the upper lid going down, it means they're sleepy and they're relaxed. And especially that they love whatever it is that you're doing with them. They love being groomed. Birds are total suckers for being groomed. It's just built into them. Just like dogs have certain instincts, birds, when they're being preened or groomed, their instincts react with, oh, I'm safe. This is a friend. This person is, whatever this is friendly. So you can totally fool all their instincts. You can get their instincts to work for you. Just like if you know and understand how dogs think and what their instincts are, it's much easier for you to befriend them and work with them, because then you make sense to them. Oh, look, Titan's getting a little bit sleepy. Titan has been running all around today. He is now strong enough that he can perch on your finger. Come on. We want to do a demonstration. Come on. Come on. Come on. Up on my finger. Here. Yes, when you're trying to get a bird on your finger, you hit your finger and you press it up against their chest until they step up onto it. See? He can perch it just fine. You're growing up into a little bird, aren't you? Oh, are you nervous because it's so tall? Oh, there. Did you see that little stretch he did? We call them ballerina stretches in our house because they'll usually stretch out the same foot and the same wing, and for some reason it just kind of looks like a ballerina stretching to me. Here. Whoops. See? Oh. You gonna teach your little siblings how to fly soon? He actually fluttered down from my hand a little while earlier. He's getting pretty good mastery of both his legs and his wings. He's gonna be pretty mobile pretty soon. And as I said earlier, he is crawling all over the cage wherever he wants to go. And he can even hop around a bit, which means his legs are very strong now instead of the weak, useless things they used to be. Are you nervous? Okay, here, go sit on your siblings. There you go. Hi. There you go. Here you go. Yeah, their beaks are still black, and it'll be a while before they start truly coming to an adult stage. But you can already see how they've got the little white patches around their on the sides of their beak and underneath it. See? They all do. And they also have the little customary teardrop marking that comes down from their eye, down their cheeks. See, he's got it too. And he's got it. That are typical for zebra finches, as well as the stripes on their tails. It'll be really interesting to watch as they come into their full coloration. And yeah, I think that'll be enough for today. Take care.